Hi there, welcome to Be a Surface Pro. Today's Surface Pro tip is, what surface should I buy? There's a whole surface family to choose from now, and so you might be wondering which surface is going to suit my needs the best. So hopefully this video will give you some ideas and guide you in the right direction. Let's start with the Surface Pro. Now the Surface Pro is the device that I'd recommend for most people. If you're an office worker, you spend a lot of times in meetings, or perhaps if you're a bit of a mobile person, maybe you're a sales rep or somebody who works on the road, then the Surface Pro is probably the right surface for you. The reason for that is that it's so light, small and portable. With its 12-inch screen and foldable keyboard, it's very easy to use both as a tablet when you're mobile. It's great to take notes with your pen, and it's also great to set up and use as a laptop. The kickstand is a unique feature on the Surface Pro, and it works really well in a couple of different ways. It's great when you're using the device as a laptop, but it's also really great when you just want to show people some content, maybe a little PowerPoint presentation one-on-one, or maybe just even watch a movie. There's a whole selection of Surface Pro models to choose from the low end to the high end, and depending on the kind of work that you do, you should be able to find a Surface Pro model that suits your specific needs. The next device that we have is the Surface Book. Now the Surface Book is perfectly suited for people who are doing a little bit more creative work and using real computing intensive applications. Things like Adobe Premiere for video editing, or maybe Adobe Lightroom for photography. There's a great selection of Surface Book devices. Now we have the latest Surface Book 2 model, and that includes some really high-end graphics adapters, and also it goes right up to quad-core high-performance processors. So if you have a need for really high-end performance in a mobile device, then the Surface Book is really amazing for that particular application. I wouldn't recommend the Surface Book for the average office worker. The reason for that is that it's too heavy and it's too cumbersome to use in a really mobile way. It's great to be able to detach the screen and just take the screen off to a meeting, but you're going to find that you'll end up with limited battery life when you're just using the screen alone, about 4 to 5 hours in the latest models. Last year, we also received the Surface Laptop, a brand new device from Microsoft that's just a laptop. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of good things to say about the Surface Laptop, and the reason for that is here in 2018, I think it's time to move past the laptop. The Surface Laptop does not lend itself to being used as a tablet. The screen doesn't rotate, it doesn't detach, you can't lay it flat, so even though you can use the pen on that device, there's really no point to it. So I would really recommend that people look at the Surface Pro or the Surface Book instead. The next device we have is the Surface Studio. The Surface Studio is a fantastic device with a 28-inch screen, 5K. It's a really amazing device. It works really well with touch and pen, but it also works quite well as a desktop computer. Now the Surface Studio will be really great for creative professionals again, so people who are doing video and photo editing, things like that. But it also has a unique place where presentation is everything. For example, in an architect's office or in an interior design office, or maybe even on a CEO's desk. And lastly, we have the Surface Hub. Well, the Surface Hub is not a personal computer. Rather, it's a computer that's designed to suit places like boardrooms and meeting spaces. The Surface Hub is a digital whiteboard, it's a meeting room computer, it's also a device that you can project to and present from, and lastly, it's a video conferencing system. It is an absolutely amazing device that can really change the way teams work together, especially when they're remotely distributed. The Surface Hub has found its way into the boardrooms and meeting rooms of the largest companies in Australia already, but I think the future of that device is that it'll show up in meeting rooms of all businesses right down to the smallest companies. So I hope that this video has helped you to decide which surface is right for you. If you found this tip helpful, remember to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more Surface Pro tips. Welcome to Be a Surface Pro. You just filmed that, didn't you? At least you didn't get me doing Carole King before. Okay. And subscribe to our channel for more Surface Pro tips. Yep, a bit more smiley. and subscribe to our channel for more Surface Pro tips.